Hi everyone, Anders here. I work on DX at DBT Labs on the Fusion team, and I'm really excited to share a story with you today. In the past year, almost 9 months, I've been brought to school by a lot of people smarter than me, and here's one of many areas where I've had to educate myself, and I'm still pretty much a noob. And the idea is the idea of incremental compilation. Now, if you've been using DBT for a long time, you might have heard something called partial parsing is something that has bandied about quite a bit with dbt core in a way to make things performantly parse as fast as possible. Um, Recently, there's been lots of internal conversations about what really it means when we say the word compile in dbt. Now with Fusion, compile means something a lot closer to what computer scientists' definition of compile means, in the sense that before dbt core, when we say compile, all you're doing is rendering away the SQL, the Jinja inside of your SQL into pure SQL. And so that our computer scientists on staff here took umbrage with that that phrasing. Instead, compilation is when you can statically analyze and verify that the code is correct. And I'm sure those of you out here, if you want to correct me, I would love to be educated. Maybe I'm saying dumb stuff, but let me know. But I want to share with you this idea of incremental compilation, why it's such a big deal. Um, with large projects, say for example, um, internal analytics, it has 1,500 models and all these sources model. Like you can see, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of macros. There's a lot of packages. I think it's like 10 minutes to do a full dbt core compile of this project, or dbt Cloud CLI compile. But because we do partial parsing, things get a little bit faster when we preserve state as it needs to be. However, in Fusion today, that a full compile of this project takes about 2 minutes. And that's not unreasonable to be doing with all of the models and macros that are involved. Um, but that doesn't make for a very great experience if I'm editing in SQL. What you really want is really fast feedback. And so the idea of incremental compilation is you've done this 2-minute compile and the state is preserved. And so when I make a change to a table, and I'm going to do this live, I've never done it before, we'll see what happens. The idea is that if I make a change to a single model file and I hit Command S, I don't see a full rebuild compilation happen. That takes 2 minutes before I get real feedback. I don't see like a nice like stopgap thing that we had shipped was, why don't we just compile just the file that the user has opened? I think that's really great. Like I could add an extra T here, and I'm not going to do it because I want the real demo to happen first. I could add an extra T, hit Command S, and I'll see a red squiggle right there because what's been done is to say, we called it incremental compile at first, but it was really speculative compile. This is what's known as an incremental compile because we are keeping the state of everything that's already been compiled and guaranteed to be able to work when you eventually call dbt build. Instead, it's not a speculative, it's incremental. So not only are we just speculatively compiling just this one file and assuming everything is right, we're going to compile this file and any dependencies too that might break. So like instead of writing Command S and we know we'll see something, what I'm interested to do is I found that this demo organizations table depends on int organization smooth. I'm really curious to see like what happens if I find something that is referenced directly. I see count children, organization star, list children. Maybe I do need the other one open. Has the list columns in it. Let's see what happens when I come to this final table, which is basically like building a tree of organizations, blah, 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 blah. You can see that some of these are called list children. I'm really curious, never have used this before. If I hit Command S, I expect to see very fast feedback in the demo organizations model that there's an error. And in the problems pane, I only see one warning right now that we can talk about later. But here, let's see. Grand reveal. Let's see how incremental compilation works for my very first demo. Oh my God, it actually worked. Oh man. This is wild for me because what you're seeing here is in order for this to happen previously, before our like local preview launch, that compile, we would have had to do a full compile of your project inside of Fusion. Um, and as a developer experience person, like that's just not the fast, immediate feedback thing that we were promising. Like it doesn't make sense to have to kick off a full compile. And if I wanted to, I could show you how long that takes normally. And now I can go back and blow this out and hit save again, and the error goes away. How cool is that for fast feedback? Like in May 28th, we were showing you like, here's the red squiggles and how they show up. We were showing you on small projects on purpose because we didn't have this performance built in, but here it is. I hit 2, I command S, and look at that. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. Because what we get with that state is a full compilation actually blocks things like looking at lineage and column level lineage. So let's play this game. Say I want to look here, and now I want to pull up column lineage, and it says no columns found. Interesting. Well, maybe I got a little too ambitious here. I'm sure there's something that I'm doing wrong I haven't thought about, but I just wanted to show you. Kind of very impressive. Rarely does this happen. The live demo of me trying out a new feature that just landed yesterday, and to see it actually work is pretty incredible. Anyway, thanks for watching, and check out the rest of the Fusion Diaries if you want to see more.